It's Katy Perry.
I got the eye of the tiger, fire, dancing through the fire, 'cause I am a champion, and you're gonna hear me roar. This is the part of me that you're never gonna ever take away from me. No, you make me feel like I'm living a teenage dream. The way you turn me on, baby, you're a firework. Come on, show 'em why you work.
Oh, I love the shoes, by the way. I'm saving up so I can one day, I'm going to have me some Louboutins. Yeah?
Save some extra money for some insoles because
Yeah?
they're the most uncomfortable shoes ever.
I'm a shoe whore, and I really don't care. Yes.
I hope that's the only kind of whore you are.
Yes. My
Oh,
boyfriend
gosh.
is my boyfriend is 7 years. Will attest to
Okay,
that.
I've been up since 5 a.m. It's about to get crazy.
Yay! I want to. Okay, will you do me a favor? I want to do a dramatic reenactment if we can.
Okay.
I want to see your face and how you reacted when you found out Roar knocked off Blurred Lines. You were number one on the Billboard Hot 100 and just got your 8th number one.
Well, you know what? I was very excited because we had been number 2 for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
And not, I know the guys that are in the room with me. If I can paint the picture, they're all the guys from my record label that helped me achieve the success in radio. But you know what? I was really excited for Robin because he's been around for what, a decade, 2 decades? I'm not even sure. He's been around a long time, and this is his first number one, and so he deserved to be there for 12 weeks after
totally.
all that effort and after all those years. I mean, I've met him a couple times, and he's just the sweetest thing. So I think he's really deserving of it. All those weeks at number one, and you know what? I think it was the song of the summer, and I kind of consider my song to be more of like a back to school vibe. So I'm just starting out, but very grateful. My face was like. I mean, I was
8th number one.
Well, I was crossing my fingers because it was so close, you know?
Yeah.
So, and there's so much new music that comes out in fall that you just don't really know, you know, because like Eminem came out and all of a sudden he was out and I was like, oh my gosh, okay, so what's going to go on? But it's not necessarily about the chart game because people can get really wrapped up in it. I know, you know, it's exciting, but.
Do you read it yourself or do you have somebody that that tells you?
Well, I don't read the charts online, just because I'm not that kind of person. But I'll wake up from a text or I'll get an update, you know, because I'm really close to all the people I work with. And, you know, but like I said, the chart game can get a little nauseating because honestly, if you look at your playlist, there's so many wonderful, beautiful, favorite songs that have never even made the top 10, you know? So there's so many different playlists that are meaningful to me and songs that are meaningful to me that never even made the number one charts or anything. So I love it. I'm very grateful of it, but you know, whatever. I mean, not whatever. Sorry. I'm sorry. I've been up since 5 a.m. So I'm going to say some things I probably don't mean.
No, well, you and
today.
I both, so we'll be right there together.
Got it.
So I know your fans were extremely excited because the Roar video came out yesterday.
Yes.
I watched it. I'm sure you're
I'm
getting
tan.
Yes, you're very tan.
I'm a tan mom.
You went literal with the Roar. I like it with the jungle theme and stuff like that because when you listen to the lyrics of the song, like I can totally picture, you know, I'm in radio. It's a male-dominated field, and I can totally picture a woman in an office or a young girl at school getting bullied, telling her bullies this, like, but you kind of went literal with the theme in the jungle as far as like how you wanted the music video to go.
Yeah, I love themes, and you know, it's the message is somewhat empowering and strengthening and a little bit anthemic and serious, but you know, you don't always have to do that in every visual.
Yeah.
So you can give it kind of like another shade, another texture by doing something different. Like for instance, for the VMAs, I did this kind of Muhammad Ali boxing thing. Because like in the second verse of the song in Roar, it goes, floating like a butterfly, stinging like a bee, I earned my stripes. That's a quote that Muhammad Ali, you know, would use because that's how he danced around the ring. So it's not just like me singing about butterflies again or something like that. Even though I do love singing about butterflies. Whatever. Whatever again. But you know what? For this one, I wanted to do a really big first visual back, like kind of how I did a big visual with California Girls, which is the first single off of the last record. I always like to kind of come with a big impact visually the first time I'm opening up a new record.
Well, you definitely did that with
Thanks.
the Roar video.
It was so
for
exciting because it was a beautiful set. We filmed it in Los Angeles, and
It really was.
there was all kinds of animals. You wouldn't even believe that this place existed in Los Angeles, and there was a lot of posts, of course.
I was so jealous of the elephant, by the way. I've
The
always wanted to
elephant-
be that close to an elephant.
Susie is her name, and she's
Susie?
super sweet. Oh my goodness, there were so many moments that we captured that we used in the music video, like when she has my shirt and I'm going, no, Susie, no. That wasn't rehearsed or anything. She just took my shirt that was kind of on her tusk as like a towel or something I was trying to use. It's like the bathing sequence. And she took it and she started just kind of like playing with it, teasing me with it, you know? And so it was all improvisational. But the funny story about Susie is that the LA Arboretum, where we did it in Arcadia, is basically a place that is full of all these beautiful plants and stuff, and all these prehistoric plants and one-of-a-kinds and expensive plants, and just, you know, don't walk here, don't touch that, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
The elephant comes in, and basically it's like it's a buffet. The whole thing is a buffet, and she's just eating whatever she wants.
Were the people there freaking out?
They were melting a little bit, and I was just like, try and control an elephant. She will step on you.
I don't think there would be any controlling her. I saw the president of the United States of America tweeted you and used the hashtag Roar. Please tell me you favorited that tweet. Was that not insane?
You know, I don't favorite tweets, but I will now that I mean I can
you
go
get
back.
You can tweet from the president. You gotta favorite
I
it.
totally just forgot to do that, but I was very excited.
For sure.
To even know that, you know, I mean, he knows I exist because I did some help in this last campaign, but it's very exciting and a great honor to be a part of it. And I guess he likes the song, so hey,
I think he does.
I mean, that's pretty cool. I guess I'll say that to my kids one day.
Oh, you have to.
I got tweeted by the president.
Are you kidding me? Yeah, that's why you have to favorite. That way you'll always have it.
Yeah, exactly.
Or at least
the
screen
internet,
capture it.
will always have it. Just
Yeah.
like all those other all those other great things that I've done. Instead of horrible things, let's not like highlight them.
No, we say it all the time on our show. The internet is like your permanent record, and I know it will forever be out there just because we videotape everything now.
Yeah.
And everything's videotaped and documented.
Well, can you imagine how some not like complaining or anything, but imagine when you're friends when you go out at night and then like all of a sudden you wake up the next day and you had a couple too many and then they've posted a couple pictures and you're like sending texts saying, "Can you take that off of Facebook right now?" Well, it's a little bit like that in my situation sometimes.
Okay, well, the president has 2 young daughters, and I know
I met them before, yeah.
Yeah, and your songs, especially with Roar, I feel it's a very empowering song. I feel like a really awesome girl movement in pop music right now. And
girl movement in pop music has been happening for a minute, yeah.
Yeah, and so
but now there's the boy bands, which are coming back.
They are
awesome.
Yeah, were you super stoked about NSYNC at the VMAs?
You know what?
Who were you?
Well,
like a fan of as far as boy bands? Did you have a boy band?
I kind of missed out on that a little bit because I was too young and I was still very sheltered. But I appreciated so much Justin Timberlake's whole performance because that was a lengthy performance, very hard to do. He sounded fantastic and he's moving so smoothly. I mean, he still got it, of course, but he really showed off some strength with that performance.
Oh, for sure. Well, I just said with the present 2 young daughters, with these songs, looking up to the women they look up to. Who was your mentor? Who did you look up to as far as somebody of female presence?
You know what? I'm excited for Hillary Clinton when she decides to finally run. I really think Michelle Obama is a fantastic, strong female. But as far I wasn't really into very many politicians early on because I didn't have the education and it was a little bit premature to have any kind of opinions about all that world. But I think that I kind of looked up to my friends, and my sister is the one that kind of raised us, even though we're still very close with my parents and stuff and see them all the time. My oldest sister was really important in kind of raising us, and my little brother, I'm the middle child, we all kind of stuck together like the 3 amigos. Mm-hmm. So I look up to her and admire her strength. And my cousin is really strong and also sometimes a bitch, but I love her. But they keep it real with me. I mean, they keep it the realest with me. And if I ever get out of line, they're not fazed by anything. I mean, they're excited for me and support me, but they're not fazed by the glitz and glam. And they just kind of see me as Katie Hudson, which is my real name.
Well, Katie Hudson / Katy Perry.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you so much for taking time to talk
Thank
with us
you.
today. We're